we went to the same high school.
I know.
And I remember you. Like, I remember the
do?
face. Yeah. Like, I remember. You were friends with, we talked about this.
Oh, close.
With Nina.
Nina was my best friend. I'm still close with her.
Okay.
I'm still close with all my girlfriends from high school.
Really?
Yeah. It was me. It was Erin, Nina, Devin, Lily.
Lily.
Do you remember our nickname? This is so embarrassing.
What?
The Vomit Squad.
Wait, why? Because you used to get fucked up and throw up?
Yeah.
I was in the, like, weed squad.
I was in that too.
I was in the weird... We went to a very, like, liberal public high school.
Very liberal.
Smack middle in NYC.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch was at the deli.
Oh, yeah. The Smoke Park. Remember that park?
Food Village. What'd you get at Food Village?
I don't remember. I didn't go to Food Village.
You didn't go? Would you go to the diner?
I went to the diner for a bagel and I spent like 50 cents on it. And after a while, they were like, you can't come here anymore. You can't come and get a bagel for 50 cents. And then we would go to Blimpie. Remember Blimpie?
Oh, yes.
It's pretty good.
Blimpie is good. Isn't that wild, though, for people that don't live in New York to think about the New York City public high school experience and realize that we were, like, roaming the streets. I would get, like,
14 years old.
I told my husband the other day, like, remember the top of the hill guy?
The top of the
like the cart, the coffee cart.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I would get a nice coffee in the morning,
always
with like a gazillion sugar,
so much creamer,
so much
like white.
Like I would sip the sugar because like you didn't have like the poured in melting sugar. Why was I drinking a giant iced coffee at 14 and
literally
smoking
14.
a cigarette before school?
Do you want to know what we used to do?
What?
We used to have a bodega guy, but like that, I don't know why they don't exist anymore. But like those standalone, like nice looking bodegas that were like standalone in the corners.
Yeah.
Magazines.
Yeah.
It's so weird that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But we had a guy named Kareem.
Okay.
And he would go there.
He would sell you cigarettes?
He would give us cigarettes and money and candy.
What?
Me and Nina used to go and we'd be like, hey, Kareem. And he'd be like, oh, what do you want now? $5? And we'd be like, sure, give us $5. We'd go we'd go to like Ray's Pizza across the street. Actually, no, we used to go to New Pizza Town. Do you remember that one on 78th Street? That's literally
wild because I had to go to I didn't have that connection with Kareem. So I had to go to the supermarket. This is what I used to do, guys. And I thought that I was legit. I used to like leave my backpack with my friend outside, walk into the supermarket where they used to sell cigarettes too.
Right.
And I used to be like, I'm going to be back at the office in 10 minutes. Wait for my meeting. Like pretend I'm a businesswoman to the cashier. And
it
like
worked?
I think it might have not always.
Newport girl.
Ew.
Remember?
Were you?
People? Never.
Ugh, no,
Marlboro
I was Camel
Lights.
Lights. I was Camel. That was intense.
Ooh, you're really hippie dippy.
I know. I was hippie. I'm telling you. So going to public school, high school in New York City is an experience. We experience things young.
Did you have Mr. Latique?
Of course.
I loved him.
Wait, remind me what he looked like.
He was like scruffy and very hippie. And he'd be like, one day he would like come into class and be like, I just gave away all my things because things don't matter.
Yeah. It was they were so hippie. We didn't have grades. We had like assessments.
Yeah.
It was super. And looking back, the teachers were like 25.
They were young.
They were young.
Great. Miss Lublin, the English teacher. I remember them all.
I remember them all too. And Miss Lacey screaming at us to come down the hill.
Mr. Streep, Meryl Streep's brother was our like principal.
I know. I love that for us.
Yeah.
But okay, so you don't remember me. That's fine. I was younger than you. I like remember the grade older than me, so I remember the girls. I actually just saw, who lives in my neighborhood? Tilly.
Oh my God.
And I came up to her too. And I was like,
that's so funny.
Yeah, I know your face from somewhere.
Yeah,
and I wasn't sure. And that's wild. So it is kind of wild though that you went to public school in New York.
Yeah.
How does that add up with like
actually,
lifestyle?
you know what's funny? I went to private school until 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Jewish school. So like my parents wanted me to read and write Hebrew. That was like very important to them. And I still like know how because of the school. But I think I was like, I knew at that age, it's so young, that I was in this bubble and I just wanted to get out.
Like you wanted to.
I wanted to. And I really wanted to experience like New York City.
That's so cool.
And then I met when I tell you, we are still all best friends. Like I'm still best friends with all my high school friends.
Is the group chat still Vomit Girls?
No.
Vomit Squad?
No. It's like evolved from
It's
that.
evolved.
It's like embarrassing. But like, you know how it is in New York. Not
Yeah.
everyone went to the same high school. Like our best friend Calder went to Bronx Science. And then like we had a bunch of friends at York Prep. It was like kind of like this little community that all like, it was like 2 degrees of separation. And we all are still best friends. It's crazy.
So what do they think of you being on Real Housewives of New York?
I think they get such a kick out of it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, Rooney. Everyone calls me Rooney. They're like, Rooney.
Why Rudy?
No, Rooney. Okay, so
Oh, like Roni?
my dad used to call me Eruni, like Erin. Eruni.
Yeah. That makes sense. It's
And
like
so
a Hebrew.
I guess it's like an Israeli way of like Eruni.
Yeah.
I don't know. Eruni. But now, I don't know. Now my friends just call me Rooney.
That's okay. So public school, but then you also went to state school for college.
Then I went to SUNY Albany.
Yeah.
And then I went to NYU.
Cool.
Yeah.
SUNY, even a SUNY is a choice because
that was because I couldn't get into anywhere else. Okay. I was really bad in high school. I think I like stopped learning in 9th grade and then continued in college.
No, that's so crazy. I was such a fucking little shit that I wouldn't go to state school. Like I told my mom, I was like, I want to go to private school, maybe because of Beacon.
Yeah, you had
because I needed a little bit of like just not craziness.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I thought that a private school would be like different, but
where'd you go?
To Ithaca.
Oh, Nina went there too.
Right. And that's where she met Mike Lohan. You guys, my claim to fame is that Mike Lohan, Lindsay Lohan's brother, went to my college. We were all waiting for graduation day for her to come. She didn't.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to say.
Like,
I have a lot
where
to
was
say.
she at that point? We don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a choice. I love that, though, that you made the choice to go to public school. Like, I really do.
Good. It was good for me, I think.
Even though you had that, we were just talking about it. Like, you always had kind of the Hamptons. Like, you grew up also with a house in the Hamptons with your family and used to hang out with Scott Disick.
Yeah, Scott was my boy.
Oh, my God.
If you saw the pictures,
what?
Those will remain locked away forever.
Was he cute as a kid?
He was hilarious.
He was funny.
So funny and such a good time. Really, like hysterical. He was the funny one.
Yeah.
But there was like a group of them. Like it was him, our friend Nick, Alec, who's now Alec Monopoly, and I actually hooked up with him.
Wait, the jewelry dude?
Is he jewelry?
Oh, he's art. He's art.
Yeah.
Art. Monopoly.
I guess he wears jewelry. A lot of it. He's like this little guy with all this stuff.
Yeah.
But we used to have so much fun out east. We used to have so much fun.
I love how the Hamptons people call it out east.
I know.
Do you find that it's like less like snobby sounding?
I don't know.
Than saying like in the Hamptons. You all say out east.
We all say, I don't know what it is.
I know.
I don't know. It just is. It's like saying the city.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I love that. Okay. So you go on Roni. You're a new cast member. I love it. By the way, and this is, you know, my followers know this. I fell off the Housewives bandwagon.
Same.
I was watching, not all of them, but I was watching New York and New Jersey, and it just got a lot for me. The fighting and the cattiness and kind of like the same situation.
And it was dark.
It got, it turned dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then with this new one, I was like, you know what? I love starting a show like from the go and being involved and like knowing who everybody is. Started, you know, episode 1 with your season, and I love it.
It's good.
I love it. And I love all of you. And I think that it's so good. And obviously it was super exciting that we went to high school together. And so many people wrote to me from like my year being like, she went to high school with us. And it's such a small world. Because who would have thought that somebody from Beacon, you guys don't understand, would end up on Real Housewives of New York.
It's wild.
Everyone from Beacon is like
a politician.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was going to say like, I was going to say
some
made it out okay.
People made it out.
Are they working?
Okay.
Because like, I'm not sure. They might be.
Yeah.
Some work.
Yeah, some work.
Some work.
One of actually Colin, this guy Colin, I don't know.
Colin what?
He's probably older than you. McTiggy, I don't even know how to say his last name. He is my furniture designer. He like designs all my custom furniture for all my clients.
Stop.
Yeah, there's like some, you know, some good ones.
Would you ever think that you would end up on a Bravo reality show?
No.
About like rich Manhattan women?
Nope. I don't think I would have done it had it been the old cast. Because I don't think I would have made sense.
Yeah.
It just would have been weird. But like this felt really fresh and exciting.
Yeah.
You know?
So how did it happen? Can you tell us? How did it evolve?
I was introduced by Lizzie.
Oh, okay.
I was friends with her.
Oh, okay. Are you not anymore?
No, I am.
Okay.
I am. It sucks what happened, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So Lizzie Savetsky was supposed to be on the show in the new cast, and she wasn't. Something happened. There was some shakeup
Yeah.
in the cast.
Yeah.
Are we going to find out on the show what happened at all?
No, we never talk about
We
it.
never talk about it.
Mm-mm.
Can you tell us anything that happened?
I think it just wasn't the right fit for her.
Mm.
She just had to like move on.
Did it scare you what happened to her that would happen to you too, since you are also, talk about your Jewishness and your Israeli family and
I think
everything?
it's like a different way that we approach, like, and also I don't know as much as she does. Like, I'm not, like, it's not like my thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it's part of who you are. It's
Right.
not all. It's
Right.
kind
Exactly.
Of, right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like my mission.
Yeah.
Although, of course, it's important to me.
Yeah. And you talk about it, which I love. I
Yeah.
think that there's a way, like, because I'm Israeli too, and it's not like I talk about, the politics or try to explain what's going on all day. But it's like my husband's Israeli. I talk, my kid speaks Hebrew. I go to Tel Aviv. I show that it's great there. Like that's my way.
And that's the way.
And that's the way. So you were saying you wouldn't go on with the previous cast.
I don't think I would make any sense.
Yeah. Did you watch?
I didn't watch the last bit.
The last bit. But you watch, like, you know all the girls.
Oh my God. I always say Scary Island was the best.
Wait, who's your fave?
I think Sonia was so funny.
Yeah.
I love Bethany, obviously, because she was just like quick and she felt like familiar.
Did you ever meet her?
No.
Did you ever meet any of them or hang out with them?
So I went to see this Broadway show. Actually, it was so weird because we went to this Broadway show and it was Bethany, Luann, me in a row.
Okay.
And I went to it was intermission. We got a drink, my husband and I, and Luann was walking out. And I was like, by the way, I'm Erin. I'm on the news. She was like, oh, I don't know any of you guys. I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
That's what she said to you?
Yeah. But then we ended up talking and she was lovely.
Yeah.
Stunning. Beautiful
woman.
Yes,
she is.
Beautiful.
Drop the skincare. Whatever she's doing is working.
Her body, everything.
Banging. But she's very Luann, in real life.
Yes.
What you see is what you get.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we had fun. We had a great time. My husband was talking to Jacques. She was there with him. And we had a great, 20 minutes of chatting.
Wait, when was this? What Jacques? Her old husband?
Yeah.
She was with him at the
with him.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if they were dating.
Okay.
He was there. And I was like, oh, I remember you.
Wait, so did any of them reach out to you guys, congratulate you, give you tips?
You mean Roni girls?
Yeah.
Well, Jill. I had lunch with her.
Oh, you did?
And I spoke to her for an hour on the phone the other day.
Wait, how did you get connected to her?
She reached out. And I had lunch. Me, her, and Uba and her daughter had lunch.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was cute. She's really sweet.
It was filmed or for fun?
No. She just we just went out.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Did she give you the lowdown?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were just catching up.
I like that.
You know what? She people give her shit because she likes to be so much in the mix. And she does. I think she does.
Yeah.
But she's also very sweet.
Yeah.
Familiar, sweet, mama bear type.
Yeah. What are the intentions are probably halvesies.
Right.
Have to be nice and have to be in the mix.
Right.
Maybe make an
But
appearance.
That's okay.
Maybe come on as, maybe have lunch on the show. So what was her best tip to you?
Well, one thing she said to me the other day I thought was really interesting and very insightful.
Yeah.
She was some of the things that happen when you're on a show like this are not natural, right? You're watching your friends' thoughts in their confessionals and their thoughts are about you.
Yeah.
So it's she's don't take it like that. You know what I mean? Because they have to recite or they have to explain what happened.
Yeah, you're not going to survive if you get upset about it.
Right. And she's you could get off the phone with me and think to yourself oh, she talks too much or whatever. And I wouldn't know that, but you know it from the show because you have the confessionals. And I was like, wow, that's interesting.
And now watching the confessionals, do you ever feel you need that reminder because you're getting upset?
No, I'm not getting upset, but some of them I'm okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you felt that strongly,
Yeah. Do you hit them up? Are you texting?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have a group text that's
Yeah.
like constant.
Constant.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exciting because you're in it together.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times it's
Yeah.
like when Leah joined Roni,
Yep.
she was like on her own, you know, and but it's nice to have Jill actually. You could talk shit about the other girls with Jill.
Yeah, true.
Have her on your side.
I know.
I wanted to ask you your thoughts because Jenna Lyons is really getting like some love out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Does it feel to you guys like she's the star of the show or like she's getting a lot
Sort
of
of.
focus?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you expect that?
No,
Mm,
not at all.
really?
No, not at all.
Because it's interesting to watch those things unfold to me as a
Me
viewer. I'm
too.
like,
Oh, me
whoa.
too, fully.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Like when you were filming, that wasn't the vibe that you were feeling.
Well, because she's just not as like, like when you're with her in person, she's very like quiet and like kind
Right.
of timid and sweet, very sweet. Like
Yeah.
I'm close with her. But not what you would expect to be. But I think what it is that people are enamored by is the fact that she's so unlikely.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like such a shock. So then to see her in this situation
Yeah.
is like, it's just so new.
Yeah.
People are so excited about it.
Yeah.
You know, and
And-
it's great to see a gay woman
Yeah.
on these kind of shows.
And also that she's an enigma in general of like, you know, she'll wear the new Miu Miu, like poplin, whatever, but also she'll be with like Converse and jeans. Like
Yeah.
she has her own kind of like
Very,
juxtaposing vibe.
very, very much so. Like
Yeah.
you hit the nail on the head. Like
The diamonds. I was shocked when you guys
with
were
a
like, you have a
trucker hat.
million. Right.
trucker hat and diamonds.
I love it though.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it's also like she likes the attention, but then she's really private. It's like, you know what I mean?
She throws you off.
She throws you off.
Wait, so do you know her before?
No.
No, you met her,
Like I knew her from
Yeah.
people, but no.
but you connected.
Yeah, actually, I think a lot of the girls like, weren't really connecting with her, and I was probably the first one that connected with
Yeah.
her.
Why do you think that is?
I think that to me she felt like normal, you know?
You think they're more like timid of her?
No, to me, I'm saying to me, she felt like a normal person. So I gravitated to her.
Oh,
Like I felt like I could trust her. I felt like I could text her a picture of my outfit and be like, "What do you think?"
yeah.
Like the normal things that you would do with a friend.
Yeah.
I felt natural with her. Do you know what I mean?
And maybe with the
like-
other ones less.
Yeah, like when someone would make a comment, like we'd always look at each other. Like those things.
Yeah. Where is she from?
She's from Connecticut. She's from LA.
She's from LA.
I feel like she's from Connecticut.
Or from New York. I was gonna say maybe it's the like, because at the end of the day, like, oh, I thought you were waving. She's from.
Me too.
She's
I was
from
like, what?
Connecticut. No.
I don't know why I thought you. I keep telling people she's from Connecticut. She's from LA.
Maybe she went once to Connecticut.
No, I just feel like she's like a Connecticut girl.
I just feel like you have first of all, you're a real New Yorker.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that brings a lot, and you're real. And I think that your vibe with her, to me, is so nice because it feels like effortless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I've always felt like that with her. I couldn't figure her out that much at first, but I like innately just knew that she was like good people's.
What present did she bring you? Because you didn't end up opening it.
Cute.
What was it?
She brought me a Susie Condi set, like a sweater.
Yeah.
With long sleeves and then but a short
Wait, was
sleeve.
it the thing that she said was too expensive, or was
No,
something else?
no.
Oh, that's what I was
It
wondering.
was like a little set. It was really cute.
Oh, that is really
yeah.
cute.
And it was a perfect Hampton gift because it was like shorts and then like a cozy sweater. So like if it's like a warm-ish summer night, you know?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it was
that
good.
she's a good gift giver.
Yeah. Oh my God. The amount of gifts she gives us.
Oh my God.
She's a big gifter.
Oh my God. Become friends with Jenna Lyons.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you though, because we were talking about Lizzie before. So when you came into this, because I know, I spoke to Andy about this too, like the process of signing up for this is like you're signing up for this and your husband is signing up for this. Was he down? Were you timid to like the exposure?
Abe is like he was like, it's hard to explain because people are like, really? Like he was just like, why wouldn't you say yes to this? Like he's so like confident in himself. Like he's a very confident person. So he was just like, I don't understand. Like, why is this a question? Like, there's a great opportunity. Like, it's gonna be great. Like, what's wrong? You know?
Yeah.
Like, so we also are very much like yes people. We don't think like if we're invited to like a 40th birthday with people we don't know that well, we'll go and like have a great time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know why that was the
Yeah,
analogy.
I was thinking
Maybe
because
because we do that.
because he turned 40 or something recently.
Yeah, we're actually going away for his birthday. I'm so excited. We're
Oh,
going
that's
to
cute.
Tulum. Um,
With the kids?
no, with
Of course not.
30 friends.
What?
I
Who is
know.
he? Kim Kardashian? Are you
Well,
treating
we're
the
not
30
paying
friends?
every
I was
time,
gonna ask.
but we're doing like events when we're there. But no, he was like all about it. I mean, my family also, like I went, like obviously called my siblings, my parents, and they were like, yeah, great. Like, can I be on the show too?
No, stop.
My dad was like, when do I get my contract? I'm like, I'm not getting it.
Wait, he's like full Israeli.
Oh,
Like
hardcore.
when did he move here?
When he was like 20. I'm
Oh.
like, why doesn't your accent go
I
away?
know. I made fun of my mom's accent the other day and I was like,
Like you're like a New Yorker at this point.
I know, but the accent, but it's cute.
They can't get rid of
Do
it.
you speak Hebrew?
Yeah.
Like you understand fully? Oh, so we can gossip about people like if we're together?
Beta.
Oh,
Corazman.
die. How didn't we
Honestly.
know this?
I don't know. It's crazy.
This is literally wild.
I know.
Okay, so you weren't afraid to expose your family. Are your kids going to be on the show, or is that
They're
like,
on it,
off
but
limits?
th're so little. Like they're.
How old are they?
I have an 8.5-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
First of all, 3 kids in the city.
Crazy.
3 kids in general.
Yeah.
What? Like that's why. And also, you got married at 24. I'm telling you,
Crazy.
that's actually for the city. That's like getting married at 16.
It's crazy.
Child bride.
I know. Child bride. All my friends call me child bride.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Like it wasn't planned. Like we just met, and like we both come from big families. We're both one of 5, or he's one of 6 actually. And our parents were like, "No," by my dad, "No, yalla." Like, what's the problem? Like, let's go. And it just like happened. I mean, I don't know. Look, I had dated so many people.
Yeah.
He had dated so many people. Like it was out of our systems. Like we were good at that point. I have friends though that have like Nina that have met their husbands in
College. Yeah.
that are still together. So like just because we got married,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It seems like longer, but it's not.
Right. And then when did you have your first kid?
I was 28.
28.
Yeah.
And you come from a big family, so that's why usually because you're one of 5.
28. People were like, "Your teen mom."
No, teen mom.
Not that young. But
I know.
people were
It's
like,
not that
literally
young.
your teen mom.
Yeah, it's not that young. But it's fun now you have 3 kids, you're 36
Yeah.
and you're done.
I'm done.
That's so fun for you.
Yeah.
So they're on the show like a little bit.
A little bit.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
but they like my son at one point was like, "How come they're not miking me up?" Like he wanted to get mic'd up.
That's so
I'm like,
funny.
okay. Yeah. So I mean, it all depends on their mood. Like if they don't feel like doing it, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's fine. But if they want to, they can
Did
be
you
on it
think,
too.
because you have your own business,
Mhm.
Homegirl, right?
Yeah.
Like where you do kind of design.
So I'm a real estate agent.
Yeah.
But I also have my interior design business, and that business is really catering towards market value as well as interior design. So like if a client comes to me with a renovation, even if they don't ask me for it, I'm making sure that they're increasing their property value.
Yeah. That's so badass.
It's fun.
Did
I
you
love it.
take this opportunity like the Housewives like, ooh, that might help my business
Absolutely.
too? Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm starting a mezcal brand.
A what?
Mezcal.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
Celeb
am.
alcohol?
So another one.
Another one.
Another one. But this one is different.
Yeah. In what
Very
way?
different. What we are doing is changing the dynamic between the spirit world and alcohol, and changing the dynamic in the sense that we're not like just selling party, right? We're selling mindfulness, and what that means. And the reason why we named it Mescalum is because Tulum is a place where you can go and have a spirited night and have fun with your friends,
Yeah.
and wake up in the morning and do yoga or to have a green juice. It's about balance and a lifestyle that doesn't mean that, because now it's like you're sober or you're getting wasted all the time.
Yeah.
There's no like middle ground. And
Right.
So we're the middle ground. And also mezcal is the best alcohol you could drink like for your body.
For your
If
body.
you're going to drink anything, mezcal is the
Really?
absolute purest.
Why? Oh, because it's
Because
pure.
it's the way it's made. So tequila only has to be 51% agave. The rest can be additives.
Okay.
Mezcal,
Really? I'm thriving today.
you're blowing up.
No, yeah.
Mezcal by Mexican law has to be 100% pure agave. So there's nothing in it. It's just agave. It's
Ah.
obviously natural.
So it's going to be called Mescalum.
It's mezcalum.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So, okay. So aside from it helping your business and you being open and a yes person, was there any part of you growing up and coming into the show that wanted like the fame too, like the followers and like that kind of vibe, or were you not that kind of girl?
I don't know if it's the fame, but I am happy that I have a platform,
Mhm.
to bring hopefully light and fun and happiness and like to show my life in a way that I hope would inspire especially other mothers. Like this is something I think about a lot. I was actually on a podcast with a friend that has a podcast all about like, changing your career once you have kids. And I don't know, I think it's so important for women to not lose that.
Yeah.
And I know of course now it's all about like femininity and female power and women work like crazy, but there's still so many women that get lost after they have kids.
Yeah.
So many. It's more common than discussed, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just feel passionate about
Where were you
inspiring
at your
women.
career when you had a kid?
So I am lucky in the sense, probably like you, that I can make my own schedule,
Yeah.
right? So like if I wanted to take off a couple months and just send emails and make offers and deals
Yeah.
like that, I could do that.
Yeah.
So I feel blessed that I have it, but I also know that there are ways for anybody in any industry to create their own path,
Yeah.
especially in this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With
I say
social
that, well,
media.
my line to that my people know is you can be a mom and still be a dumb bitch.
Oh, I love
I'll
that.
get you a sweater.
That's so cute.
Well, yeah, and that came from obviously not being a dumb bitch in the sense of being a dumb bitch, but in the sense of because I remember it actually came up when this 25-year-old dumb bitch was talking to me. She was actually a dumb bitch. And she was like, my God, like, can't believe you have kids and I can't believe you're over 30. Like, she was just like, she's like, oh my
Just
God,
such a
like,
dumb bitch.
how, she's so dumb. She was like, how are you? Like, you had a kid and that's so scary and I'm going to lose myself and I'm not going to be able to do this and that. And to her, I said, like, you can be a mom and still be a dumb bitch. Like, there are dumb bitches running around here being moms. You don't have to have a doctorate.
Right.
But actually what I mean by it, that's part of it. Actually, what I mean by it is you can still watch reality TV. You can be on reality TV.
Right.
You can care about the things you cared about. You don't have to be all mom stuff now.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
take the dumb bitch as you can be a boss bitch, a successful bitch. You can be all the things after being a mom. I was scared too to have a baby. And I was
It's
like, I'm not where I
scary.
want to be in my career. And I mean, having Noah as like my example of, I'm not going to be all woo woo and be like, he's the reason that I am.
Right.
But I'm going to say he didn't halt me.
No.
He
And
didn't stop me.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And it's so important. I think it's important for the kids. My
Yeah.
husband and I talk about this all the time. Like, it's important for them to not think that they're the center of your world. You know what I mean? Because then they have this like inflated ego and then they have trouble being individuals. Like they have to know that they're your child and you love them so much more than anything else on earth. But there still is life outside
Like
of it.
other
There's still a
stuff.
relationship that needs to be tended to between the parents.
I know.
Like there's so much more. And I think it's important for kids to know.
I know. I think that's important too. And it's just for everybody to know that you can be a mom or become a parent. And that doesn't mean you have to change. It changes your life. What I say is like it changes your life.
Time management.
But it
becomes very
doesn't have to change who you are.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the show.
Okay.
And let's go back to like nitty gritty shit.
Oh, gosh.
Because we want to talk about that. First of all,
Okay.
you invite the girls to your Hamptons home, which is so cute. They were complaining a
Constantly.
lot.
The whole time.
What was going on? Have you ever dealt with people being so rude in your home?
I thought I was a great host before this trip.
Yeah.
Like I've never had an issue ever. I always host people. That's like my thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Everyone was so crabby. Like it's cold, the Wi-Fi. Then like at one point, Jessel, this was not on air, but Jessel like was asking me for like, she was like, I have my period. Do you have anything? And I was like, I have tampons. She was like, I don't want tampons. I want Maxi Pad Ultra Thins. And she sent me a photo of it. And I'm like, I don't have that brand. And what's wrong with a tampon?
Do Postmates.
It's like, it just was like one thing after another. The Wi-Fi. And like, then Sai was complaining about the food. And like, she brought me toilet paper. And
So who was the worst on that trip?
I mean, they were all ultimately great. Like I
Yeah.
had fun with everybody.
Yeah.
But I think Jessel didn't want to be there. And that was hard for me because it sucked. Like it sucks to have someone in your house that's not happy.
Do you think she didn't want to be there because like the kids or like she wasn't comfortable in your home?
I think she just we were giving her shit for the lingerie stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that was hard on her.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just don't think she was comfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't like the room I gave her.
Did you take that as her being rude?
No, I didn't really care.
And what about Sai?
I didn't know how hungry Sai was that whole trip until I saw the show.
Wait, so what's the deal with food? Do you not eat a lot?
I eat like crazy.
Wait, you guys had dinner and then you wanted to make the
I served them
shakshuka?
caviar at 4 because we were eating in 3 hours.
Like you had the reservation. And first of all,
Yeah, we
you
left at
eat caviar on
6:30.
chips sometimes and they were acting like
What
that's a
was
new
wrong?
thing.
I don't like, and also I had 2 people come and like put it together and cater it. That was like their dish. They were all like, "Oh, you do Pringles." Like I didn't pick the Pringles. They came with the food.
No, I was literally dying. And Sai was like making fun of the shakshuka.
That like bothered me.
Yeah.
Seeing it later, that bothered me.
Because that's like a...
And also, like I put so much. It took me like an hour and a half to make that. You know how long it takes.
Yeah.
You have to do the onions, and then she was like making fun of the fact that like I snuck in because sometimes I put in a little Rayo's to like give it a little flavor.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, "Did you put sauce in that?" And like I caught it later.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, she's like now talking shit about my cooking." And
I
that's,
know.
like, next level. I was trying to feed them finally a like nice nourishing meal.
I'm hungry now talking about the
I know,
shakshuka. By the way,
shakshuka's so
shakshuka is always better at home, I feel like.
Always.
When you order it in restaurants,
Always.
then that's when I'm like, okay, this is tomato sauce in a pan.
100%.
If you make it at home,
it takes so long.
yeah.
Like you have to do the garlic and then the onions, you have to cook it down and then you put everything else in.
Yeah.
The tomatoes, you have to cook it. It like takes forever.
So you weren't upset by like the women not being so appreciative at your home?
I wish they were just like a little more easygoing.
Yeah.
But like, did it upset me? No.
So who'd you vibe with the most on the trip?
I mean, Uba just cracks me
She's
up.
so funny.
She's just so funny. There was a scene that we didn't like, I guess didn't air, that she was like talking about the window in my kitchen. She was like, "I just love this beautiful view." I'm like, "Oh, you like the woods view? That's so nice." She was like, "I love the woods view. I'll take this over ocean view. I hate an ocean view. Ocean view sucks." I'm like, "What?" Said no one ever. She was like, "What? Who cares about the ocean? Does nothing. Just lays there, doesn't move. And then like when the sun goes down, you can't even see anything." We were like, "What?"
And she doesn't drink. And she tried to steal that coconut.
She stole it.
Oh, she ended up
She
taking
stole
it?
No, I mean, we made somebody come back, I think, and take it, but she took it out of the pantry.
And what about Bryn? I had a rough start with her. So did you.
Yeah.
With the catch.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I had a rough start with her, yes.
Did you know her before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How did you know
Not
her?
well, but
From around?
from friends, yeah.
Really?
Friends, yeah.
So you are super like connected in this town.
Yeah, I mean, you know
so
it's my
many
town.
people. So you knew her before. Did you talk about coming on the show together?
Yeah, I mean, we actually gelled pretty well when we had like our first one-on-one before the show, and we got along really well. And then when that whole thing happened with the restaurant, that's when I was like,
Wait, so what happened at the restaurant is you made a reservation for everybody
the day of.
the day of. Catch was the only place that had room. Beep was the only
Beep.
place that had room. Which, like, you guys, Catch doesn't always have a reservation. Don't get it twisted.
It's not that bad either.
First of all, it's good food.
The food's good.
The food is
I don't
good.
care where I'm going. And I think that I always say this, like, I feel like that's a real New Yorker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you care where you're going with your friends?
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I mean, like,
As long as there's like some sort of like, of course, I don't want to go to a diner if I
Right.
want to go out and
Of
have a
course,
drink. But
yeah.
in terms of like, no. And that's, first of all, I feel like so many people want to go to Catch, you know what I mean? And can't get a reservation or it's really expensive or whatever it is. And the only funny comment to me about Catch was that she was like, I'm not a D-list
D-list
model.
I mean, would it be the worst thing if you were a D-list model?
I know, that's still a model.
Still a model.
Wait, so who ended up going that night?
So when they were walking out, they were like, "Oh, we're tired, whatever." So we thought they were going home. And Jessel was like, "Do you still want to go out?" Because our husbands were there.
Yeah.
This was after they had announced us at BravoCon.
Oh, okay.
That's what we were celebrating.
Oh, okay.
Jenna never said she was always like a maybe. Uba was never coming. So like it was really supposed to be like Bryn and her 3 friends. Like it was a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just the group. And so Jessel was like, "Do you want to go out still?" And I was like, "Sure." So we went to La Conda Verde with our husbands.
Oh.
It was right by my house.
So there wasn't even Catch.
We didn't even go.
Oh.
Because it was like a table for 10.
Oh.
So I canceled it.
So you just went with Jessel
And our husbands.
and your husbands. And do you guys vibe?
We had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good time.
And because I'm trying to think who
She
you
was on
vibe
her
with.
phone most of the time, but
Oh, she was?
the whole time.
I feel like you and Sai don't vibe.
You know what's funny? We're very close.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but watching the show, I wouldn't think we vibed either because she just talks about me in all of her confessionals.
Right.
Yeah.
And so with Bryn, you had that little beef, but you made up. And what's your view on her?
I love Bryn, but we have she's really fun. She's like the girl you want to go out with.
Yeah.
You know, she's fun. She talks to everybody. You know, she has all these like crazy stories. There are parts about her that I don't fully trust, you know?
Yeah.
Like what she did on Watch What Happens Live out of nowhere.
What did she do?
She like at the end of the show, she's like, what I learned is don't trust Erin. I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Wait, why though?
I have no idea. And she still hasn't given me an answer.
Did you ask?
She was like, well, the reason why is because in the very beginning, it was the first episode was airing and it was all about the cheese thing. And you didn't really tell the truth about them. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you even saying? It didn't make any sense.
The cheese thing was also kind of dumb.
So dumb.
Wait, what
dumb.
was the cheese thing? You put out too much cheese?
Again, I hosted and people complained.
So maybe somebody else hosts.
Yeah, like someone else host. Okay, please. But this was like before we started filming. I hosted something for all the girls. And like Sai was like, oh, so all we're having is cheese. This one's always hungry. This one's always hungry. And I was like, yeah, it's 8:30. We're having wine and cheese. Like, I'm not serving you dinner.
Yeah.
So I guess I had like told that story to Bryn, but very much like in passing and not a big deal. And she turned it into like, that's weird. Da, 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 da,
oh,
which I didn't say.
As if you were talking shit?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So who surprised you the most while filming? Like good or bad?
I think Jessel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In what way?
I think the things that she said, like she would say, were just like,
you were shocked?
Just shock value, like a lot of shock with her.
Is anyone different on and off camera?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, no.
So I want to talk to you about something that came up. You know, people love the franchise. We're so excited about new cast. Everybody Googles, everybody finds every freaking last thing about them. And some stuff was found out about you.
Mm-hmm.
Some TikToks were made, Reddit, wherever they talk about stuff.
Right.
About you donating to Trump's campaign.
Yeah.
Then I saw a statement you put out saying you're not saying. So, well, how about you tell us the statement and what your thoughts are about that?
Okay. So first of all, I never did, nor do I support Stop the Steal or anything like that. There was some confusion around what happened with the donations, and there's a lot of articles about it, but I'm not going to get into that. And honestly, I want to talk about this here, and I'll talk about it with you, and I really don't want to ever talk about it again because it was really a hard week for me.
Yeah.
I was an early on supporter. I thought he was going to be really good for Israel. As things evolved, my views changed, and I think I'm allowed that right. You know, people's views change. I went to an extremely liberal school.
Yeah.
My mother literally campaigned for Biden. Like, I think I made a mistake. I made a bad judgment call. And, you know, as things the hardest thing for me was the whole pro-life, like people assuming that I'm pro-life. Like, I am so pro-choice, and Planned Parenthood saved my life in college. And I have no problem telling people the story of me going to Planned Parenthood in college. And I'm such a big supporter of the LGBTQ community. And that's what hurts me, that I'm being associated. Because, like, you know, my upbringing, I mean, I'm the most open, most liberal, most welcoming person.
Yeah.
And it like hurts my soul that people put me in that category.
Yeah.
If these were my views today, I wouldn't say anything about it. I would let it be. I'd be like, okay, like, let's move on.
Yeah.
But they aren't. So, you know, that's what's frustrating. And I just hope that we can put it to bed and I can go back to like being on a reality show about stupid girls.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That's important for people to know, and that you set the record straight that you don't align with those views.
Not by any means.
Not by any means. Okay. A few other quick questions. Who from the cast would you trust with a secret?
Jenna.
I love that. Okay, you kind of answered this. Who would you choose for a fun night out?
Bryn.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or Sai.
Or Sai?
I have fun with Sai.
Okay. And now my question to you. I'm a true New Yorker. The only bull I'll take.
Like as though I'm on Wall Street.
The only bull I'll take is by the horns. Did you come up with it?
It was a group effort.
You
know, I
are.
don't smoke weed anymore.
No, me neither.
Not since high school.
No,
Not
I
even
was
in
still in
college.
college. Really?
Not really.
Because we got
Started to
it
give
out
me
of our
anxiety.
system.
Got it out of our system.
Like,
I can't smoke.
drugs. Like at 15, I was doing shrooms.
Obviously.
And
no,
now
not that
everyone's
much
like,
though.
and now when everyone's like, I'm doing shrooms.
No,
and
I
I'm
love
like,
shrooms now.
You do them now?
Yeah, but like micro.
Huh.
Did you not hear that line in the show? I couldn't believe that they like used that.
What'd you say?
I was like, Andy definitely put that in there.
What'd you?
I go, Jenna goes, wow, your house just like keeps going and going. And I was like, oh yeah, people always joke it's like the best house to trip at.
Yeah.
I'm like, they used that?
Yeah. Maybe it was like, it'll go over the head that it's
I guess it
supposed to
did
go
because
over.
nobody picked it up.
Okay, wait. You answered me about your line. It was a group effort. I'm a true New Yorker. The only bull I'll take is by the horns.
It's whatever.
Are you already like thinking about
Yes, I
one
am.
for next season?
Yes.
A better one?
I mean, I think it could do better than that.
Okay. All right. Well, Erin.
It's fun and I don't take bullshit. So
yeah, no, I like that. I like it.
Yeah.
I think that anything that you say with like Panama is going to sound a little bit cheesy.
Oh God, the taglines are so cheesy. Although Bryn's was brilliant.
Wait, what's Bryn's?
I love to have fun, but make me mad and I'll date your dad. I love to laugh, right?
Make me mad and I'll do.
I mean, she would too.
That's silly. Erin, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so happy that you were, my first guest from this franchise. It's just like, the way it's supposed to be.
So fun.
You know?
Yes.
And I wish
it was supposed to be like
it was supposed to be like this. And I wish you luck on this journey.
Thank you.
And you're gonna kill it.
Thank you so much.
And stay chill.
Thank you.
Like you are.
I will. Smoke Park.
Yeah.